butterflies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kimberly Shantae, and if you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by, and if you've been here before, thank you so much for your continued support. This video is going to be a bit different because I wanted to talk about the things that I'm leaving in 2024 and no longer entertaining in 2025. So it's a bit different because y'all know I'm on my faith walk, I'm on my journey with God, and I'm learning so much and I'm understanding so much more about what He wants from me and for me. So with that comes with the realization of the things that I need to let go. Today's video is really a testament of my heart. When the idea of creating a video about things that I want to leave in 2024 and don't bring into 2025 came across my mind, I started thinking. So before I started creating content, I would see those types of videos, but it was always about fashion, makeup, whatever's trending at the moment. But for me, I wanted my video to be about my new rekindled relationship with God. So this video is about the things that I'm letting go in 2024 and no longer bringing in 2025. And the main thing that I want to let go at the top of my list is a lukewarm Christian, a lukewarm believer of God. And what I mean when I say that, it is I've been dibbling and dabbling in things that aren't becoming of God. With me learning and reading the word for myself, I realized that I am doing myself a disservice by not being totally on fire for God. And what I mean by that, I would no longer be participating in the following things: zodiac signs, horoscope, or manifestation. And the reason why I chose manifestation, because I feel like manifestation is something that comes from yourself. Like positioning your mind, having positive thoughts, creating things yourself. And I know for me, nothing comes from me. Everything that I have and everything I've gotten has come from God. So I don't want to give a false representation of where my things come from, where everything that I have, everything that I am, where it comes from. Everything comes from God. I know you can use it biblically when you say manifestation, but because I feel like I'm a new Christian, I would not be using that in my language. It would be always faith, and it came to fruition by God. It would not be coming from me. I wanted to make sure that I'm using the correct terminology and not giving the illusion that I have created anything for me in my life. That I understand that everything that I have, everything that I will have, will all come from God. So I will not be using the word manifestation. I will not be reading horoscopes. I remember a time that I never read them or never really was involved in them. Then one year, all of a sudden, being around other people sometimes would deter you off your path. So I started reading them, saying, oh, this sign don't go with this sign. When I got a divorce, I think that's when I really got into it. And I was like, oh, that's probably why I shouldn't have married who I married, because he's this sign and I'm this sign. When that's not true. When you look at horoscopes, a lot of the things that they say isn't aligned with anybody. It doesn't matter when you were born. It's just is in alignment with who you are, who people are. So I don't read into that because I know that that does not come from God and that's not of God. So I'm done with that. As well as horoscopes, I'm not reading those either. So I'm not participating in anything that comes from the world that is of the world and that's not of God. And horoscopes, zodiac signs, manifestation, I don't want no parts of that stuff, because I really want to be very intentional about my relationship with God. And the fact that I'm learning and growing in my relationship with Him, I don't want anything that will cause me to fail or cause any hindrance in my growth with my relationship with God. So I'm really trying to be intentional about the things that I allow in my spirit. Thank you, Lord. That I allow in my spirit. I really want to be intentional about the things that I allow in my spirit and making sure that I am being used by God and God only. Because living in this world and being in this world, being of this world, is two different things. And I have to allow myself and allow my spirit to grow and mature in God, so that I can be better to discern the things that's not for me. Because as long as I practice and I participate in those things, it will still cause my relationship with God to hinder. That's what I feel like for myself. So I'm working on that for me. So those things will not go along with me into 2025. And another thing that I am praying and believing God that will not go with me into 2025 is the spirit of procrastination. I know I've spoken about that before. I am an avid, well, I was. We're going to speak it in past tense. I was an avid procrastinator. Yeah. Even in school, when I went to college, an avid procrastinator. So that's something that's really plagued me for years. So I'm believing God that in 2025, I will not be a procrastinator. I will not have that lazy, slothful spirit, because that is of the enemy. If you realize that the things that you can accomplish, the things that you can do, I just look at my graduate degree. I procrastinated, but I got it done and I got it, right? But I feel like there's so much more in life that I can accomplish and get done if I started doing it when I'm told to do it and not waiting till the last minute. So I really want God to work on me with that, so I can be the best version of myself and not allow time to lapse and I haven't done what I needed to do. And here I go showing up Johnny come lately. I feel like, well, I know that laziness and procrastination is from the enemy. It steals time, and you're not able to accomplish the things that you need to accomplish for yourself or for God, because you have allowed lazy and procrastination to hinder your progress. So I will not allow procrastination to enter into 25 to keep me on that same trajectory that I'm on, because I really want to be used. I want to be used and do God's work and do what I'm supposed to do and live a full life, because I follow what my Father would want me to do. That's what I really want to do. And another thing, y'all, this is going to probably be unpopular opinion, because I know some of y'all love this exercise. I would no longer be participating in Pilates, because it is a form of yoga, and I do not want to be in any position that will allow me to worship another idol or another little god. When I say little god, I mean they ain't no god. They some people made up. I do not want to do that. And because you know better, you do better. And because I know that Pontius Pilate, that's what they say, Pontius Pilate, or I would say Pontius Pilate, he was the judge that sentenced Jesus to death. I don't want no parts of that. So yeah, y'all probably say it's not deep. It is deep. Because my thing is, think about y'all when y'all are in relationships. Think about yourself when you're in relationships. When I was with my ex-husband, I consider myself a ride or die. I was very loyal. Why not be loyal to Jesus? Why not be loyal to God like that? And if somebody came against my husband at the time, they came against me. So because I'm not married, I am married spiritually to my Father, God. So because they came against Jesus, I want no parts of that. It's probably not that deep for y'all, but it is. Because I see the actions. I see the movements and the exercise, and it gives you a form of worship. And I don't want to worship anything that's outside of God. And with that, I will not be doing Pilates. Even though I love the exercise and I felt like I was getting fit, it's just not for me. There's so many other exercises that's out there that we can utilize that isn't a form of worship of other idols and little gods. It's so many other things that we can do. So that's what I will be doing. I will be doing strength training and working out and continuing on my healthy journey. So yeah, that's one thing that I will not be doing. Y'all know I've lost over 30 pounds. So I would continue on that path, and I would not pick that over 30 pounds up. That would still be banished into 2024. So we would continue moving on our healthy journey, doing what's best for us, and reading our word and being more intentional about our relationship with God, and being less of a consumer when it comes to what's on the internet. Another thing I will be not doing is being such a consumer of television. Yeah, that's the thing. Procrastination was getting me because I was always watching television. I want to work on that, and I want to minimize the amount of television time that I have so that I can maximize my time with God. So in 2024, I started reading my word and understanding my word for myself, and really incorporating good habits when it comes to my relationship with God. So in 2025, I want to cut out all the distractions that I know that is keeping me from the fullness of that relationship. And that is television, that's procrastinating and being lazy. So I have really been working on this, but I know I need God's help for me to be fully committed and in this, because there's no way that I can do it on my own. So y'all, I hope this video helped y'all, because I really wanted to share things that I was getting rid of and leaving into 2024 so I can be the best version of myself in 2025, because I realize that I am nothing without God. And for me to be the best I can be and the best for you all, I needed to focus and lock in. So 2025 is my locked in year, a year of new beginnings. I spoke about this before in one of my vlogs, but this is a year of new beginnings for me. And I'm excited for what 2025 will bring. I'm excited for the relationship that I will have with God, and able to discern, able to understand, and able to move, and able to hear Him without any shadow of a doubt, because I've created and nurtured that relationship. Because the only way you can do that is by reading your word, spending time with Him, and spending time in worship and prayer, just spending time and understanding Him. It's just like any other relationship that you will have. You have to spend time and nurture and get to know that person in order to know them fully, and without a shadow of doubt to know, oh, this person is capable of this and this and that. You don't know unless you really spend time with them. And that is what I plan on doing in 2025, locking in and being about my business and my relationship with God. So I really wanted to take a look at the things that I think that was hindering me. So I decided to remove those things out of my life in 2025, would not focus on those things at all, and just focus solely on my relationship with God and nurturing and cultivating a better relationship. If these things don't pertain to you, just take it as informational. But for my life, I feel like those things have been hindering me in my walk with Christ. So I really wanted to make sure I remove the things that I feel like is stumbling blocks for me, so that I can have the best fulfilled relationship with God. Because I know at the end of the day, none of the materialistic things will go with me in the afterlife. And I want to make sure that my soul is right, my relationship with God is right, and that I'm living in the fullest of the fulfillment of God. Because I want to make sure that my soul goes to be with my Father at the end of the day, because we're all here for a little time. I just want to make it a good time that glorifies my Father. So with that being said, I hope it helps and encourage one of you. If I can just reach one of you, I'm grateful and thankful for my Father. And I'll see you in the next video, butterflies.